all using our own vehicles. This morning I had 700 pounds of food in my car. We've been around since 2009. We started as the Pet Project. 2017 we started our first sort of on-site store, essentially, much like a food shelf for people, but it's all pet food.
So describe to me what this has been like for you guys with this coronavirus pandemic.
Probably the biggest thing that we've noticed is that we've had to change our distribution. We distribute food to human food shelves around the greater Twin Cities, and that part of our program has really stepped up. In March, we distributed over 6,000 pounds of food to local food shelves. We're really trying to expand the area that we're getting food to.
What motivates you to do this work?
Well, I have pets of my own, and I really am of the belief system is that any one of us could end up in a position such as our clients are in. We want people to eat, but we also want them to feed their pets and not feel like they have to take from themselves, because a lot of people who love their pets so much will feed their dogs or cats before themselves. So this is a way to make sure that everybody is healthy and safe.
Well, the People and Pets Together location is still open, and you can find hours of operation on their website. Kate says they are loosening the criteria for who qualifies for their services amidst the coronavirus outbreak. And if you're interested in donating pet food to them, there is a drop-off bin behind their location in South Minneapolis. Chris, so many businesses pivoting right now to help so many people affected by COVID-19.
Yeah, definitely a kind-hearted person, lots of people chipping in. Thanks.